This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Well, you guys are red hot. The JCP crew would travel to New Mexico the next day, February 16th, and wrestled at the Tingley Coliseum. On the card, Arn, it was the Horsemen taking on Dusty, Luger, and Wyndham in the main event. The Horsemen would come up short in that one, but man, I'm interested in the venue, Arn. This is the first time I remember seeing New Mexico popping up, and I know I haven't talked with you about it on the show. This isn't exactly a Jim Crockett promotion stronghold. Is this the promotion possibly testing a new market? Any memories that you can share of New Mexico?
All I can figure is it was just throw something against the wall,
see if it
sticks. What else could it be? We had never went that far or ran that town. Logistically, it was just difficult.
Well, but you can see Jim and Jim Crockett here is maybe just testing the waters. The popularity is at an all-time high, red hot, and let's try to maybe see what this type of expansion looks like and try these new markets.
Absolutely sure that's exactly what it was. It was just a hit and miss.
There we go. Well, Arn, you move on. It's the 17th. Jim Crockett Promotions is out at the Great Western Forum. This is the card that night. Here we go. You got Ricky Santana defeating the Hurricane Kid, Dick Murdoch defeating Billy Anderson, NWA Tag Team Champions Arn Anderson, who defeated Tim Patterson. Okay? NWA U.S. Tag Team Champions Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane, they fought Sting and Jimmy Garvin to a 30-minute time limit draw. You had Road Warrior Hawk and Paul Ellering defeating the Powers of Pain in a ladder match. There you go, a ladder match. NWA U.S. Champ Dusty Rhodes defeating Western States Heritage. Oh, that glorious title. Larry Zbyszko. Listen, they're putting the belt on Larry, trying to see if he can elevate that title.
No cigar.
I knew you were going to go for
Not
it.
happening, Larry.
In the main event, Barry and Luger take on Rick and Tully, winning again by DQ. But interestingly, you worked underneath that night against Tim Patterson. Man, you guys you're one of the hottest acts. And this is a fully loaded card. No offense to Tim Patterson here, buddy. But why not have Arn against somebody else?
I wish I had an answer.
Yeah.
I don't even remember, no disrespect. I don't remember who Tim Patterson is.
Yeah, no disrespect to the Patterson family or Tim himself.
No.
But no clue. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was what it was.
It was what it was. They were trying to fill that card up. They had all the stars, that's for sure. But, Tim, we hope you've had a good life. And maybe you were also one of the lucky ones that got to experience the Spine Buster, the Gourd Buster, and that DDT. All from Arn. Probably did. You moved on. It's the 18th. The Horsemen travel to AWA country. You're in Sioux City, Iowa at the Municipal Auditorium. And this one's another sellout. Imagine that. 2,750 fans. And on that night, Arn, the crowd was treated to one hell of a card. It included Barry pinning Tully, Lex Luger pinning you. I'm not a fan of that. And Flair defeating Dusty by DQ at 33 minutes. This one was a Dusty finish where it looked like Rhodes won, but he hit the referee earlier in the match, and the decision was reversed. And like New Mexico, Arn, Sioux City, a different market. Any thoughts about working in AWA country, and who the hell booked Northwest Ohio in February?
Well, it was probably a good crowd for that size town, I guess.
2,700?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have a lot of entertainment out that way, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So, if they received us well, I'm glad they got the show.
There you go. And the show they got for sure. We move on to February the 19th as we take the journey through February of 88. You guys are back in Crockett country for a television taping. And in the main event, Ole and Luger defeat you and Tully in a non-title tag team cage match. And then the following day, in front of 8,000 fans at the Norfolk Scope, the six-man tag match advertised the previous week takes place as Dusty, Luger, and Ole with Magnum defeat the Horsemen when Luger pins you, Arn, after hitting you with Magnum TA's baseball bat. So Magnum back in front of the Jim Crockett crowd in Virginia had to be something, dude. We know you always kept kayfabe when the accident occurred, but this had to be something special to see. Any thoughts or reflections you can share on Magnum's return to wrestling after all these years?
It felt good to look across the ring and look through the ropes and see that gleam in his eye that he was still getting to be part of it, because he had a horrific car wreck. And to come back from that and to lead a quality life, even a semi-quality life, man, he was a tough son of a bitch, let me put it to you that way. And to see him still having a place in the business and being ringside, and what a motivation that was for the fans to see him, and just felt good.
Yeah, and I'm sure you also get to catch up and see him from time to time as you make the loop now at some of the cons and some of the appearances that you make, and it's got to be good to see him still out there doing his thing. And people love Magnum TA, man. He was it was great. A couple years ago, I got to see and meet him for the first time. Just such a fan of him, and he's the nicest guy in the world.
He's part of the golden years.
Absolutely.
Jim Crockett from 85 through 88, to me, up until 89, was the golden years of wrestling. It just was.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.